and salutations, my dearest friends. My name is Samantha, and today I'm going to be filming a reading vlog where I read one of my favorite booktubers' favorite books. Today we're going to be reading Jessica from Peace Love Books' favorite romance books, and I'm so excited. Hello, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my series where I'm picking some of my favorite booktubers and reading some of their favorite books. How many times can I say favorite in this video? A couple of these videos already, so I will leave them down below, but I'm posting back to back leading up to Valentine's Day because it is my favorite holiday, and I thought, like, what a perfect moment to really showcase some of my favorite content creators. And Jessica, I love her to absolute pieces. I'm sure you guys already follow her because she's amazing and wonderful and huge on the romance community. But we film a book club together. We host a book club together called the Historical Hellions, where we read historical romances published before the year 2000. Love Jessica to pieces. I truly think that she is one of the best of us when it comes to the romance community and content creators. She is so consistent with her videos. She is so creative with the content that she creates. She's so thoughtful in a lot of the projects that she does. She is such a talented human being. She does have an Etsy shop where she makes book sleeves, and I have a lot of her book sleeves that I just absolutely adore and use every single day. She reads so much, like all types of romance. She reads historical romance, mafia romance, contemporary romance, YA romance. She even reads like thrillers and mysteries and nonfiction. This girl reads so freaking much. She has 2 book clubs on top of her YouTube and her Etsy and her Instagram and all of the other amazing things that she does. She's a larger romance booktuber, and she is so supportive of smaller content creators and just so kind in general. Let's talk about some of the books. I just feel like I'm just like gushing about her. Obviously, I love her. I will link all her information down below, but I'm just going to be talking about some of the historic romances that I want to read that are her favorites. So the first one I am so interested to read is by Lorraine Heath. I have like a hit and miss relationship with Lorraine Heath. I've read some of her books that I've given 2 stars and some of her books that I've given 5 stars. So I don't know, she's a hit and miss author for me, but I know that Jessica loves her. So Jessica recommended to me The Earl Takes All, which is the second book in the series, and I'm going to be listening to the audiobook for this one. And I know that this book is also like Sarah McLean's favorite book as well. She talks a lot about it in her Fated Mates podcast. Sorry if you can hear like noises in the background. My family's like screaming and it's fine. And then the second historical romance that I really want to read in this video, and hopefully I get to it, is If the Duke Demands by Anna Harrington. The book sounds really interesting because our heroine is actually in love with our hero's younger brother, and she is like really determined to like seduce him. So she like tries to sneak up to his room to seduce him and be in like a compromised position, but she gets the room wrong and ends up going into the Duke's room, who is his older brother. So I'm like, I'm excited to read this one. I know that Lisa really likes this book from Remarkably Lisa. I know she loves this book. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to the audiobook for this one as well. I'll just talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go eat dinner now. So sorry that this intro was kind of rushed, but it is what it is. I'll update you guys later. I am so excited. I have a package right now that I have to show you guys. It's not book related, it's makeup, but I got the Encanto palette. So excited. This is the Encanto palette from Disney, and it is with Alemar Cosmetics. It's a Colombian makeup brand, Colombian owned. And guys, is this not the, oh my god, it's not even doing it justice. My lights are messing everything up. It is so pretty. Guys, look at this packaging. Look at this packaging. Look at this packaging. I should have gotten like 2. One so I could just display and one that I can use. I also got one of the blushes, which I should have gotten all the blushes. But yeah, I'm so excited. I am literally so excited. I'm trying not to ruin the packaging. So excited. I've seen this movie so many times, literally so many times now on Disney Plus and in the movie theaters. Guys, look at that packaging. And it's a mariposa. I could actually cry to see this representation of Hispanic culture is beautiful, and you guys know that I love makeup and I love musicals. My life is complete. Alright, I also got more makeup from Ulta that I guess I'll just show you guys. I'm filming this right now, and I really treated myself for Valentine's Day because it's my favorite holiday and I love love. Anyways, I got 2 of the e.l.f. camo powders. One in the shade 310 medium for like my actual skin tone to use as a powder foundation. And then one in light 210 neutral to use more so like underneath my eyes for a brightening effect. Love powder foundation, love e.l.f. and I needed to grab that. And I got another powder. This one is from Wet n Wild. I do wear a lot of powder. Lip balm, a moisturizer from The Ordinary, and a concealer from Makeup Revolution. But nothing beats this Encanto palette. That's it. That's my little haul. Really not book related. I'm gonna go take a bath now and finish my audiobook. I'm listening to... what am I listening to? The Earl Takes All by Lorraine Heath, and I'm really liking it. But I will update you guys in the next clip because my camera's about to die. So I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Hello, people of the interwebs. Hi, hello. I bought some books and I'm really excited to show you. Okay, so the other day I met Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers. It was the first time that we met in person and it was so much fun. We went to like 3 different bookstores. I took her to like my favorite bookstores in the area, and maybe we just got so distracted by books that we were horrible and didn't vlog anything. I was gonna vlog like the whole spiel, but I forgot to tell you what Lacey got me because I am in actual tears. Okay, guys, she got me, are you ready for it? You're not ready for it. She got me Indigo by Beverly Jenkins in the hardcover. You guys know since the dawn of my channel, I have been searching for this book. It is only my favorite historical romance of all time. It is very hard to find an original copy. And she just like casually like pulled this out of her bag and she was like, I don't think you have this. And I was like, no. I don't. I have the hardback and I just feel like I have won the romance lottery. Like, I don't ever need another romance book again. I'm set. Well, that's a lie. I need many more romance books and I will buy many more, but this just like makes my life. So, thank you, Lacey. And then she also gifted me another copy of Dracula by Bram Stoker. If you guys don't know, I love Dracula. It was like my introduction and obsession of vampires when I was in high school. I have only read it like 10 times and I have like 5 copies. And I just collect pretty much any copy of Dracula that I will see, I will grab. So I'm really happy that she got this for me. I can add it to my collection. So those were gifts. And let me show you the books that I picked up at the actual bookstore. Okay. I got a lot of books by the same author. These are all by Anna Lee. She has a series where it's called the Mackenzie series and it like features different brothers, and I don't know why I haven't read this series yet, but I'm like so drawn to it because I love the covers. So I got a bunch. Each book is like a title of a hero's name. Is Flint. Looks like that. We have Cleve. Look how cool that cover looks. Cool. I have A Question of Honor, also by Anna Lee. I just picked this up because the cover was gorgeous. Another Mackenzie series. It's Peter's book. Jared's book. Looks like that. So the bookstore that I was going to, I got like 14 books for like $7 because they had a 50% off sale and their books are already $1. So it was like literally 50 cents. I'm just so bummed they're closing. But anyways, I got another Connie Mason book because I also collect her books because I think they're gorgeous. Like, look at that step back. Beatrice, a small book. This is Sky O'Malley. I got a Roberta Gellis book. This is A Woman's Estate. I got 2 Johanna Lindsey books that I don't think I have. So this one is Once a Princess. Looks like that. I love that step back. And then this one is Prisoner of My Desire. And I also love this step back. A little itty bitty haul, not really a book update. I just wanted to show that. I had a lot of fun with Lacey. Unfortunately, we didn't actually vlog, but those are some of the books that I got. We're sitting on the floor right now. I have a bag of books from the book haul that I showed you guys yesterday where my dad went to the bookstore and got me a bunch of books. I'm still sorting through a lot of those books, but I've been trying to organize them alphabetically. As you can see on my shelves, my historical romances have taken over 2 full shelves. So yeah, I was going to sit here and do it, but I thought I might as well talk to you guys. A lot of these books have stickers on them, so I'm just going to sit here and see if I can remove them without damaging the books. I'm not really going to be doing a haul because I feel like I've hauled the majority of the books already. We're just going to sit here and chat while I take off these stickers. Today, I put on a little makeup to talk to you guys, but most of the day I have been in bed with a heating pad or taking a hot bath. I'm having a really bad endometriosis flare-up. I don't know why I want to cry. Well, I know why I want to cry, but I just feel like, I don't know how to even put into words how I'm feeling. I'm feeling very emotional today. I think I talk a lot about my mental health and my endometriosis here on my channel. And I feel like I was doing better with both things, mental health and endometriosis. Ugh, I really didn't want to cry. But sometimes I could just be feeling totally okay one day, and the next I could just be feeling like this. And yesterday I really wasn't feeling good, and I woke up with just like excruciating pain. But I had to work, and I wasn't really in a position to call off. So I, hyped myself up. I said, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to, do the dang thing. I got this. I got this. And I really just ignored and over pushed my body's limits. I know that that's what I was doing. And I went to work and I had a really not great day. I made a lot of mistakes. I felt exhausted throughout the entire day. So today I was just like, I can't. And I feel like I'm always beating myself up whenever I have to call off, especially when it's because of my endometriosis, because that's something so hard to explain to someone, because like outwardly I look fine. You know what I mean? But it's hard to explain what my body is feeling, and mentally too. Like, it's a lot. It's a really big toll. So yeah, today I took a mental health day, and I've just been reading some of the romance books. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cry. I don't know. I just really like talking to you guys because I feel like you're my friends, and I feel like a lot of you guys can understand, what I'm going through. And like what I always say in relevance to like my book account is like, I really don't think people realize like how much romance books have saved me. Like, obviously romance books are just books, it's fiction, but like on the days where I feel like this, they are like the one thing that gets me through, the one thing that puts a smile on my face, and they just mean so much to me. So maybe that's why I get so like in my feelings when people discredit like romance books or the romance community. Yeah, I don't know. And then also like another thing is like, I think it's frustrating for me because I knew I wasn't feeling good and I continue to push my body's limits. I have to get used to prioritizing my mental health and my physical health over everything else. And that's really, really hard for me. So also be nice to people, because I had some really rude people yesterday that I encountered in just like a lot of crazy situations. And it kind of broke me yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. Normally that stuff doesn't get to me, but when I'm in like that much pain, I just can't really focus on anything else. So yeah, just be kind to people. You have no idea what they're going through, even if their outward appearance looks totally fine. All right, I don't know where I was going with that other than I love you guys and thank you for letting me ramble. Okay. Oh my gosh, a puddle of tears today. I swear I've cried like all day today, which I don't know why. Like, it's just how I feel right now. Anyways, I've been listening to the audiobook. Let's get back to books, okay? We're gonna wipe these tears. Okay, we're gonna wipe these tears. Listen to the audiobook of the Lorraine Heath book. So I was organizing all of these books alphabetically, and it took me like 4 hours because I just had like a big stack of books in my room. And I was organizing everything. So yeah, it took me a long time. So I asked Jessica like what was her favorite audiobook to listen to, because I've loved and I've really disliked some of her books. And I think the reason I've always like been hit or miss with Lorraine Heath is because her books are very topsy-turvy. I don't know how to explain that. She loves her twists. She loves the drama. She loves the angst. And I'm not really like an angsty person. Like, as you guys can obviously tell, I'm a very sensitive, emotional person. Surprise. So when our characters are going through a lot of angst, I go through it with them. I feel that emotionally because I'm an empath. They're going through the angst, I'm going through the angst. So sometimes that's like a lot for me to emotionally handle. So yeah, Lorraine Heath has been very hit or miss, but I asked her what was her favorite, and she mentioned this one. a little topsy-turvy. It has a lot of twists in it. So basically, the premise of this book is it follows our hero who is a twin. He is the second son, so his brother is the Earl and the one who has the title, and his brother is married to a woman who just absolutely fascinates him and is actually pregnant. So the brothers are going on this trip to, I think, Africa? I don't know. They're traveling together, and it's like their last trips together as brothers. They're traveling together, and it's like their last trip as brothers before the Earl has his heir. So in that trip, his brother actually dies, and like in his dying breath, he tells his brother to pretend to be him, to pretend to be the Earl, because his wife has had a lot of trouble finishing a pregnancy and carrying it to full term. She's experienced some miscarriages, so they don't want her to stress over the death of the Earl and lose the baby. So now our hero comes back and pretends to be his brother. Really chipping on my nails. To make sure that she doesn't lose the baby, and he ends up falling for her. And it's so, oh my gosh, that sounds like the most insane plot. Like, first of all, how did she not realize that it wasn't her husband? And like, I don't know, it's just like every telenovela always has like an evil twin, or a twin is like the plot twist, and it just felt very telenovela-y to me, but it was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. I was so invested in this book. I was like on the edge of my seat waiting for our heroine to figure out the truth. And the way that Lorraine Heath did it was so masterful and purposeful and beautiful. It really was. This book talks so much about grief, and it was a really masterful way of allowing our heroine to grieve her husband and still be in love with, you know, the man that she married, but also find new love with his brother, which is a really forbidden, scandalous situation. But it was just so romantic and beautiful and heart-wrenching. I don't even know, like, how to put it into words. I think, like, it was beautiful. The only thing I didn't like about this book was the angst. Like, it was a little too angsty for me. Like, at the end, there came a point where I was like, okay, I think our characters have been through it enough. They can have their happily ever after now. I'm ready to, like, sign out and be done with this, okay? I'm ready to have my happily ever after. And there was a portion in the book where they were so happy and they were so in love, but there was, like, 3 hours left in the audiobook. And I was like, this is the part where I hurt, and I don't want to hurt. I don't want to go through this angst. I don't want that. I didn't subscribe to this. So yeah, I gave it 4 stars. Okay, I really, really did like it. I think the plot is bonkers, but it was so masterfully done. The romance, it was so romantic. Like, our hero was so romantic. I need to read more Lorraine Heath books because, gosh, no one writes like her. Like, some of her twists are crazy. Did remind me of the one that I didn't like, though. Okay, so the one that I didn't like, I gave 2 stars, and that one was just fucking weird. So basically, I'm gonna explain the plot to you guys because I'm still taking the stickers off these books. Basically, in that book, our heroine is also married, and her husband had a horrible carriage accident where he was unable to provide children, and right in the beginning of their marriage, and she has kind of stuck with him this entire time. But the love that they have for each other is not like a strong romantic love. Husband wants her to have children, and he also needs an heir. So he kind of guilt trips his cousin because they blame his cousin for the accident that they had. And he kind of convinces his cousin that he owes him and that the way to repay him is to basically have a baby with his wife. Like, what? Fucking bonkers, I swear to you. So he convinces the cousin to go away in a cabin with his wife and have sex with her and get her pregnant, and then the baby that she gets pregnant with will be theirs, the husband and the wife's, not the cousin's, right? He's just like the seed, okay? Like, he's not going to be involved in raising the baby or anything like that. So this book was crazy, like literally crazy. I just, the twist in this book made me so angry. Poor freaking heroine went through so much in this book, but she was also so malicious towards our hero. Like, I didn't really find anything romantic about their relationship, and I just didn't like I didn't like the way things turned out. So yeah, that's one book done. I wanted to read several books for this video because Jessica has quite a lot of books that are her favorite that I want to read. But I just don't think that's going to be able to happen because of how I'm feeling. So I'm going to read 2 maybe. So I'm listening to the audiobook by Anna Harrington. I think it's like What a Duke Wants or What a Duke something. I'm really bad at names apparently. So I'm going to put it on the screen. And I'm loving this book so much. Again with the brothers, okay? Again with the brothers. So basically our heroine is in love with our hero's brother, his younger brother. Heroine grew up with this family. And the hero is a duke in this book, and she decides that she is going to seduce the younger brother. So she ends up like dressing up in this costume and waiting for him in his room, but she gets the room wrong. And she ends up in the duke's room, and some steamy times happen. I'm sorry for getting emotional in the beginning with y'all there, but thank you for listening to me, and I will wrap up the video probably in the next clip after I finish the Anna Harrington book. So yeah, I'm gonna put these books away and I will see you guys in the next.
And we are back at the bookstore. Surprise, surprise. So this bookstore actually closed. This is the bookstore that my dad went to on the last day and got like 200 books from. My friend at the bookstore was packing everything up and she let me come on a day they were closed just to sort through some of the Harlequin romances that you see me sorting through right now. I got like 20-30 books, but really I came for the bookshelves. She was selling the bookshelves for a really good price, so I ended up picking up one extra because I ran out of room with all my books.
We are glowing. The sun is like right here.
What is it called?
We are at Dutch Bros. I'm so excited.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So we don't have Dutch Bros in our area. For my babes that do have it, we're Starbucks. We don't have Dutch Bros or Tim Hortons or nothing. It's Starbucks. So they opened up. Hi, Sophia. They opened up a Dutch Bros in our area, and the line is ridiculous. It has been open for like a month and a half, and the line is like 3-hour wait.
2-hour wait.
2-hour wait.
The shortest we've seen is like an hour and a half.
Yeah. So today we were going grocery shopping, no intention of coming here, and we saw how short the line was, and we were like, skirt. So now we're gonna try pretty much everything. I got an energy drink, he got a coffee, the kids got lemonade.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Will be great.
We just actually came from the bookstore. Again.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. That's the one you should be using.
Because the bookstore was selling their bookshelves for a really cheap price. So I went to go pick up the bookshelf, but then they also had books that I picked up. So I'll show you guys those later. We did it! We got the goods! We got the goods! Sophia, taste test? Go ahead, girl. Have your wonderful taste test. Is it good?
It tastes like blue raspberry lemonade.
You did. She got a blue raspberry lemonade really blended. Really and Macho, what'd you get?
I can't really remember.
A strawberry pineapple.
A strawberry pineapple.
Is it good?
That is really
good. And I got an energy drink, and holy shit, it is very energizing. I'm gonna be bouncing off the walls. Daddy got coffee.
I got an ice cold brew white mocha.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the business.
That's the business. Cheers. Cheers,
That's
everybody.
Cheers. It is a mess, so let's just ignore that. My hair is a mess. I'm a mess. Hot mess express. It's a couple days later from when I filmed me going to the bookstore, and I really regretted not getting the rest of the Beverly Jenkins books. So I've been toying with the idea of opening up an eBay shop or an Etsy shop. I love book shopping, and I love the idea of being like a personal book shopper, because I know that like some books are not as easily accessible to other people, and I love just shopping for books even if I don't necessarily want the cover or I already have the cover. And I would love to do like a blind date with a book type of like book box, but I know that some other content creators have done something like that, and I don't want to copy them, but also I know that the book market on eBay is kind of overly saturated, but I also feel like maybe I could add value to it in my own way. Like around Christmas time, I picked a couple friends and I did that idea, like a blind date with a book, and I created them these little book boxes, and I thought they were really cute and I would love to sell them. But In the same token, I also feel bad because like I'm finding these amazing covers and I want other people to experience that even if they don't have those book covers easily accessible to them. So it's like I toyed with the idea and I don't know, but I went back and I got all the Beverly Jenkins that this thrift store had. I'm just gonna go over them. I got Always and Forever by Queen Bev. These are all Beverly Jenkins. This one is Wild Sweet Love. This one is Winds of the Storm. This one is A Chance at Love. I have a couple copies of this one. Captured, which is a pirate romance. Jewel, looks like The Taming of Jessie Rose, which is honestly such a gorgeous cover. All of them are, honestly. And then Midnight. This one I also got. I got Midnight Moon. I'm going to be giving this to Desiree from Yankee Reader because I know she was looking for this copy. So, honestly, such good finds. And it was like less than $20 because each book was $2, but they were also having a sale where you buy 4 books, you get the 5th book free. And then I had a 20% off coupon on top of that. So, in total, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books for less than $20.
Hi, hello. We're sitting like in the corner of my room. I'm going to wrap some things up. First of all, did I show you guys the book that I got? So I bought this book because I'm obsessed with Phantom of the Opera. We all know this. It is an illustrated edition of Phantom of the Opera. Like, can we talk about it? Can we freaking talk about it? An illustrated edition of Phantom of the Opera. It's huge. It's like the size, bigger than the size of my head. But it's so beautiful and lovely and wonderful. And I'm just like, I'm so excited about this right now. I think I talked about some of the books that me and Jessica have in common. I like to do that with these videos because I like to see if I have like similar reading tastes to the person that I picked. And I do have a few favorite authors in common. We both love Beverly Jenkins. We read Night Song together for our Historical Hellions book club. This was the very first book that we picked together in the book club and we both absolutely adored it. It follows a romance between a school teacher and a soldier and it is just beautiful and wonderful and one of my favorite Beverly Jenkins. We also really love the Green Creek series by TJ Klune, which is a paranormal werewolf romance series. 4 books in total and each book follows a brother in the family and they're all male romances and they're wonderful and amazing. I also love Daniel Allen. I read Truth or Dare because of Jessica and that is a friends to lovers romance on Kindle Unlimited. It follows 2 friends who were like college friends and they end up meeting back up years later at a wedding. They get into a game of Truth or Dare and they get dared to kiss each other and there's like this chemistry that they're discovering now as adults and it's perfect. One of my favorite friends to lovers romances. Jessica, I would say that Jessica and I have a lot of books in common that we really enjoy, but I wouldn't necessarily say we have similar reading tastes because I think Jessica likes a lot more inks than I do. I'm a little bit of a soft bitch. I think our reading tastes are different, but when it comes to historical romances, we have very similar reading tastes. Let's talk about the books that I read in this video. Okay, I feel like this video is so freaking long. Okay, so let's talk about the Anna Harrington book. Boy, oh boy, did I fucking love this book. I knew I would because I knew I would. This is If the Duke Demands by Anna Harrington. I read the audiobook with my library on the Libby app and it was wonderful. It was a great audiobook. I talked about the plot a little bit. It's a friends to lovers romance where our heroine thinks she's in love with our hero's younger brother, but it really turns out they're the ones that have like a connection. And this one was so funny. The banter between our characters was fabulous. If you like a grumpy hero and a sunshine heroine, this is it for you. Our hero really feels burdened by his title and he feels like he owes it to his family to have like a respectable marriage and he has this like whole idea of the man that he's supposed to be, and then our heroine comes and just flips his entire world upside down and really has him see that he is worthy of love. And this book also deals a lot with grief as well because our hero's father passes away and that's why he feels so burdened with the title. And I just think this was a fantastic historical romance. The plot was very gripping, the characters' chemistry was amazing, the banter was so hilarious, and the romance was beautiful. So I think this is like a perfect historical romance. I truly don't have any complaints about it. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I will say there was a little angst at the end that I was a little over with, okay?
Just wanted our characters to be happy. I felt like the angst dragged a little bit. That would be my only complaint. Like I said, I just don't like our characters to hurt. I like the happily ever after. Sometimes, guys, I'm the type of person that if our characters are going through something, even though I know they're going to end up together in the end because it's a romance, I will still skip a few chapters just to make sure everything's okay. Just to, you know, mend my broken heart. So I might have done that with this book. I might have skipped to the epilogue and then felt reassured and then went back. So I don't know why I do that. I just do. So then we read the Lorraine Heath book. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I always forget the title for this book. Something Earl. Earl Takes All. That's what it's called. So this one I gave 4 stars. I also listened to the audiobook and I really did enjoy. I'm going to give 4 stars. I loved our characters' chemistry. It was such a steamy book. Oh my god, it was so freaking steamy. Even though it was like 60% in the way in when they finally actually slept together. But like the angst and the slow burn and the sexual tension was top notch. Loved it so much. Just a little angsty for me at the end. I couldn't handle it, so I have to give it 4 stars. The 2 books that I read, I wish that I could have read more. There were so many. Literally, let me show you what I actually had on my TBR. These were the actual books on my TBR. So these are some books that Jessica absolutely loves and adores, and I wanted to read for this video, but I had an emotional week, so I didn't get to all of it. So Her Night with the Duke by Deanna Quincy. I know Jessica loves this book, and it's a historical romance that I've heard nothing but good things about, and I wanted to get to it. I also wanted to read The Duchess Hunt by Lorraine Heath. These 2 Jessica gifted me for Christmas, and I know she really liked them, and I wanted to get to them. This one is I'm Only Wicked with You by Julie Ann Long. I've seen this book everywhere. Literally everywhere. And then The Perks of Loving a Wallflower by Erica Ridley. This was like my most anticipated read of 2021. A sapphic historical romance. That's just my vibe. I love sapphic romances. I love historical romances. And this, I was like waiting, salivating for this book to come out. I haven't read it, so I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyways, we will get to these books. Maybe I'll do a part 2 where I read even more of Jessica's favorites. Let me know if you're interested in that. Anyways, that is this video, this mess of a video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. In conclusion, Jessica recommends amazing, amazing books. She does that. I feel like I'm just rambling, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. It means the world to me. I hope you guys are all staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!